Good morning, Vinyl community. It's me, JC, back again. How's everybody doing, guys? It's Thursday. We are making it through this week. We are one step closer to the weekend. So last night, yesterday afternoon, they dropped the Record Store Day Black Friday list. I know some people are probably getting pretty burnt out because this will be the fourth month that we have a Black Friday. But there was some amazing releases put on this list. There are also some releases I feel that are the epitome of what frustrates fans. So let's talk about this list. But before we do that, please hit the like and subscribe button. And if you hit that bell notification every single time I drop a video, you will be notified. So I wrote down 20 notable releases, and I'll put the picture up in the corner so you guys can see it. And these are not necessarily ones that I'm gonna buy. The jury is still out. There's some that are interesting releases, and I'll show you those. And I'll point out the ones that are definite buys for me. So the first one that I found interesting, and I really feel like this is one that's gonna frustrate Record Store Day buyers, is Allison Chains Sap. So why would that be frustrating? It's an amazing album from the 90s. Well, this is a album that's still in print. Now, granted, it is in print with Jar of Flies. It's a double record. So Sap, this is the first standalone copy of Sap that you could buy on vinyl. Now, it's single-sided and the other side is etched. I think that will frustrate fans too. Maybe they should have just done like an audiophile version, 45 RPMs on both sides. That probably would have enticed me more to buy it. And there's 8,500 copies. So if you guys want Sap, this is your opportunity. You should not have a problem getting it. The second one, and I'm pointing this out just because I find it humorous, is Anthrax is doing Soldiers of Metal. Why do I find this humorous? Because every Black Friday it feels like Anthrax has a release. I've never seen one. I've gone to every single Record Store Day since they've been doing, actually I've gone to every Record Store Day and every Record Store Day Black Friday since the inception, and I've never once seen the Anthrax. It's probably because it's only 1,000. It's gonna be black and orange. The record's been out of print since like the early 80s. We'll see, I don't know if I'll find it. The next is Baroness, live at the BBC. This is a 4-track EP. Something like this intrigues me. I love the band Baroness, but it really depends on the price. I mean, it could be ridiculously priced. There are 3,500 copies, so something tells me if I wanted it, I'd probably be able to find it. The next one is a really cool record. I used to have it back in the day, and it's the Beastie Boys, Same Old Expletive. And this has a lot of their tracks before License to Ill, like Cookie Puss. It's a great record. I had it back in the day. It's really fun to listen to. 8,000 copies, shouldn't be a problem finding it. The next one I'm not really interested in. I never really was into this band, but it's very limited, and I think it's going to be one of the bigger sellers. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of flippers looking for this one, and that's Buckcherry's self-titled album. There's only 1,500 copies, extremely limited. If it's 1,000 or under, I really get worried, right? Because you're probably gonna have a hard time finding it. 1,500s are, not too much better. But if you're looking for the Buckcherry, I would tell you probably to get in line early. Probably going to be one of the most popular releases this Black Friday is Chris Cornell's 7-inch for the Guns N' Roses song Patience. I actually read an article yesterday. This is the #1 rock song in the nation. I didn't even know it was out. So to be honest with you, I listened to it. It's really a soft ballad. It does a great job of it. And it's a 7-inch, and people love Chris Cornell. Like, he's got an amazing voice. And this is the only format other than digital that you could purchase. Dio continues his picture disc. I really don't collect picture discs, but this is Dream Evil live in 1987. So it's a live concert from 87 on the Dream Evil tour. 2,500 copies of that. Oh, and Chris Cornell's got 6,000 copies. Sorry if I got to mention that. Another one, Stacy's Mom Has Got It's Going On, is finally going to be on vinyl. Stacy's Mom Has Got It Going On. Right? I was never a huge fan of that song, but the band is pretty cool. Fountains of Wayne. And this album is called Welcome Interstate Managers. Never ever been on vinyl. These are the type of releases that people want for Record Store Day, right? And so pretty cool. Black Swirl, 3,000 copies. If you are into Fountains of Wayne, get in line because I'm sure all their fans will be in line for that one. Another one that I'm definitely going to get, and it's not limited, it's 5,000 copies. I shouldn't have a hard time getting it, but I absolutely 100% love this song, and that's David Gilmour, Yes, I Have Ghosts. I absolutely, man, this song came out earlier this year. It's one of those songs that just blew me away. Love it, love it, love it. 5,000 copies, 7-inch, probably going to be pretty inexpensive. I cannot wait to get that. One of them that is I'm on the fence on, depends on the price. It's hard to find a clean copy, is the original Ice-T Rhyme Pays. This is the one with 6 in the Morning. This is going to be on yellow vinyl. I love early Ice-T, 1,000 copies. I feel like Ice-T's first 4 albums or so, all the way up to OG Original Gangster, are all great. Power, that was a great one. I mean, he's got some great songs. One that I'm also on the fence of getting is Jazz Sabbath. I have listened to Jazz Sabbath on Apple Music. This is a jazz band that does all Black Sabbath songs. If you guys are on the fence with jazz, maybe you like it, you don't love it, but you love Black Sabbath, go check this one out. I mean, if you love it, go get the vinyl. It's actually pretty interesting arrangements. But, it depends on the price. If it's like a $40 record, I might skip it. If it's a $20 record, I might get it. So I guess we'll have to see. The next one's going to be a huge release, I feel like. The originals it's been out of print for quite a while. And any copy of this record is over $100. But that's the Linkin Park album. I can never pronounce this album title, so I'm just going to show the picture. I don't want to butcher it and have someone yell at me in the comments. I think it's called Meteora. See, I tried. Yeah, hopefully I'm right. It's 3,000 copies on blue vinyl. I'm expecting that one to be a pretty big seller. With 3,000 copies, you should be able to get it, but it's probably going to sell out. The next one is a really cool one, and that is My Chemical Romance, Life on the Murder Scene. This is all live cuts and demos. It's a pretty rad record. First time on vinyl. It's going to sell out. There's no doubt about it. The My Chemical Romance fans are huge. 7,500 copies. I would think that if you want a copy, you should be able to get one. But I definitely think it's going to sell out. The next one is Puccifier, one of my favorite bands. Absolutely love these guys. Maynard James Keenan from Tool's in it. This is going to be one of their new songs, their new single, Apocalyptical. But it also has Rocket Man, the Elton John cover. I've heard this. It is amazing. They do such a great job of that song. 2,000 copies. If you're maybe not into this band, you're on the cusp, you like Tool, pick this one up. I think it's going to be great. That's a must buy for me. Another one is Elliott Smith alt versions. This is one that's probably going to frustrate fans maybe a little. It just seems like once an artist dies, they keep pumping out material, all these alternate versions, demos. I mean, I love Elliott Smith. I think he's one of the greatest artists. I saw him back in Providence in the day for, I think it was $12, and it was one of the greatest concerts of my life. But they are saturating the market with Elliott Smith stuff. It's 2,000 copies. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get it. Depends on the price. I say it frustrates people, but then I'm thinking about buying it. I'm an idiot, guys. I cannot be trusted with my own money. Now, the next one is a must-buy for me, and it's probably the biggest buy. Even though I own original pressing of this copy, it's been out of print for quite some time. The only thing that scares me is I've never heard of the label. The label is a French label. I'm hoping they put out quality pressings, but this is Tesla, the Great Radio Controversy. Only 1,000 copies, extremely limited. Over the last month, a lot of listeners have reached out to me and told me that they're excited about the Skid Row release on this coming Record Store Day at the end of the month. So I can only imagine that those fans of that 80s hard rock is going to really be into this release. Now, for those of you that don't know Tesla, they never really were a hair band. They're a good old-fashioned Southern rock band. They have so many great songs. Most people probably know them from their cover of Signs or their song Love song. Love will find a way. Darling, love is gonna find a way. Find its way back to you. That was Love Song. That's on this record. I think this is a great record. It's got some amazing songs besides the ballad. Check it out. You can get a copy, only 1,000 copies. I will definitely be in line for this record. Not that the original doesn't sound good, but I always like when they repress these albums. Sometimes the fidelity is better. You get a higher 180 gram record. Some of these late 80s pressings are not that great, to be completely honest with you. All right, the next one is a must-have for me, and that's Nick Cave, Cosmic Dancer. I'm not familiar with this song. I believe it's a T-Rex song. I'm going to check it out because I love Nick Cave. As you guys know, he's one of my favorites. Okay, 2 more, guys, and the last one is pretty epic. So, the next one is Bill Evans live at Ronnie Scott's 4000. This continues the series of releases that we've had on Record Store Day of Bill Evans unreleased material. This is a live album. There's 4,000 copies. I would think relatively that you should be able to get this record. Bill Evans stuff is quite popular right now. We'll see what happens. It's probably going to be an expensive release. I feel like they stick a higher price tag on these jazz records sometimes because they know the clientele is mostly middle-aged people that have disposable income. But it all depends on the price, guys. It depends on how much I'm spending. And the last one, which is a $100 record, $100, is the Rolling Stones' Let It Bleed. I said this the other day, guys. They were going to keep pumping out these Let It Bleeds. Only 900 hand-poured, hand-written, numbered certificate inside. So you don't probably know what number you're going to get till you open it up. $100. I mean, for $900 for all the Rolling Stones fans in the world, this is going to be a $200 to $300 record on the aftermarket. Easy. If you happen to find one, I almost feel like you're going to feel pressured to buy one. Because it's like, oh my God, I have this record that no one else has. I personally don't feel that way because I'd rather have a true Rolling Stone fans. I love Rolling Stones and I love, that album. That album is great. I hope I don't get sucked into the hype. $100 for one record is kind of crazy, guys. But we'll see what happens. Let It Bleed, hand poured, hand numbered. What's next, guys? Well, that's the Record Store Day release. I hope you enjoyed this record. Please remember, guys, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll be back with you most likely Monday unless I get some epic mail or something and I show it to you. Bye, guys. Peace. Rock out. Love you. I shaved. I shaved for you guys. Technically, I shaved for my girlfriend. She's always wanted me to shave. Bye, guys. Peace.